After spending 3 weeks in Florida, we had to change our original plans, so we booked a last-minute cruise to Bermuda and the Bahamas on the Mariner of the Seas, our second ever cruise in 4 weeks. Right, so I'm going to do a quick tour of our interior stateroom on the Mariner of the Seas, which is the cruise that we're on now. So this is our bed here, and then got a smaller TV than on the other cruise, but still fine. Desk, loads of drawer space, and a fridge down here. Well, it actually says it's not a fridge, it's a cooler, but it's basically a fridge. Loads of outlets and lights and stuff by the mirror, and then wardrobe as you come in. Hi Meg!
Hi!
Has plenty of room for suitcases and hanging space. And then if we carry on, bathroom's in here. I think it's a little smaller, is it, Meg, than the last one?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit.
A little bit smaller, but I mean it's still nice and clean and does the job. The shower's not quite as good. You've not liked it, have you?
No.
Feel like you've been a bit battered by it, but it's been good. So yeah, that's our room.
Deck 5 is where the Royal Promenade is on the Mariner of the Seas. It has a number of bars, shops and food places. There was pub quizzes on an evening at the Wig and Gavel, and the Royal Promenade is one of the 2 locations you can fill up the freestyle cups on the ship.
Cafe Promenade is where you can get free pizzas, sandwiches and desserts, all of which are tasty and a good option later on in the evening.
During our stay on the Mariner of the Seas, the newest ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet was announced, called the Icon of the Seas. There was a balloon drop on the evening and a number of prizes were given away to celebrate the announcement.
At the back of Deck 5 is the Star Lounge, a large space which remained relatively unused during our stay. The Royal Theatre is located at the front of Deck 4 underneath the Star Lounge and had a lot to offer during our 8-day cruise. There was a good selection of entertaining shows, movies and comedy acts, and we really enjoyed what was offered there.
Outside the Royal Theatre is the Schooner Bar, which is another location that had daily trivia quizzes, which were a good way to pass some time on an evening before dinner. Following on is the Royal Casino, which we didn't use during our stay, although seemed rather popular, especially later on in the day.
At the back of Deck 4 is Bolero's, another bar with live music on an evening, and a Starbucks. Going down the stairs to Deck 3 is Studio B, where the ice show is performed and where ice skating sessions take place. Artwork is also sold on the same deck.
Deck 11 is the main open area on the ship, and the most popular area during our stay was the Solarium. It was often quite difficult to find a free seat during days at sea, but was a nice area to relax. It had 2 hot tubs and a swimming pool in the middle, and was the only adults-only area on the ship.
Continuing on, you get to the main space on Deck 11, which had 2 pools, 4 hot tubs and loads of seating. There is also a large screen where movies were shown on an evening. There was a good selection of different movies during our stay, and it was often a quiet area to go on a night to sit back and relax and watch a film. The Arctic Zone is a location on the ship where you can get free ice cream.
Deck 13 had a good-sized sports area that had a large basketball court and the SkyPad, a virtual reality trampoline hybrid.
Deck 12 had the running track around it and a good number of sunbeds if you wanted to sit in the sun all day. It also had plenty of space if you wanted to grab a seat, although we found it too hot during the day to sit up there.
If you go up the stairs from Deck 12 to Deck 13 at the front of the ship, you get the mini golf. It is a very similar setup to what we saw on the Harmony of the Seas and was a nice activity to do when it cooled down later on in the day.